My name's Terri Cheney, and I've written a book called Manic, and it's coming out February 5th, 2008. Well, I grew up in suburbia, about 30 miles east of LA. Got away from it as soon as I could. I went to Vassar in New York, and then I came back to LA for law school at UCLA Law. And then I decided I wanted to be an entertainment lawyer, so I stayed in LA. Not quite sure why, my heart was never here. It really was still in Poughkeepsie, New York. I worked at several firms. They were large entertainment firms, and I did entertainment litigation. My life did look perfect on the outside. It looked like I had really achieved the educational goals and the career goals that I wanted. But all the time that I was living the perfect life, I was struggling with manic depression, and I didn't know what it was at the time. In fact, it wouldn't be diagnosed until around 1994, but I'd had it since I was about 16. That's a long time to go without a diagnosis. I began writing the book when I was in the hospital for severe depression at UCLA, and I just watched people not getting better because they couldn't explain what was going on with them. There are no words for this. When you're in it, it's too intense, and you can't step back and have perspective and say, oh, this is what I'm going through. So I began writing about the disease clinically. Symptoms, treatment, that sort of thing. And then I realized that isn't the story I want to tell. That isn't what's going on with me. There are no clinical words for this. So I began talking about my own body and how I felt it inside, and sharing my experience with others has been just incredible. I mean, people have opened up, and I've seen them get better because they have the tools, they have the vocabulary to talk about it. I've had an just amazing experience disclosing about my disease, because I didn't for so many years. I mean, nobody knew. None of my employers, none of my friends, my boyfriends, nobody knew. And to sort of come out of the closet like this was terrifying, but it's been an incredibly positive response. Flowers for me represent structure. I go to a farmer's market every week, and then I spend the rest of the day arranging them, and it's my one remaining luxury and the one that I won't deny myself. And for manic depressive, structure is really important. Having something to mold your weeks or your days is really essential. It's as important as therapy or medication. The book did save my life, because if I hadn't been able to disclose my stories to people, I would be living with the shame of them. I'm pretty sure the reason I've survived is in order to tell my story.